Hi, I'm Ksenia Trukova, and I promised you guys to tell you about that book I've just finished, You Don't Know What War Is. This is a diary of a 12-year-old girl from Kharkiv. Kharkiv is, used to be before the war, predominantly Russian-speaking city. She's from a Russian-speaking family, so the diary was written in Russian and then translated into English. The girl's name is Yeva Skalietska. She lives with her grandma, and she describes her life and what she went through since the war started. So her birthday is on February 14th, and as you remember, war started on February 24th. And she describes that transition from the normal life, happy life, to the disaster, when you wake up from the sounds of shelling, when your life is in danger, when you live in a basement under your building for weeks, and the basement and in the post-Soviet apartment building is absolutely not made for living there, so they needed to adjust it. Then she describes how they made it out of Kharkiv when literally the bombs were falling around. They went to the western Ukraine and then to Ireland, where they're staying now. At some point she met British reporters. They interviewed her, and that's how the world knew about her diary. That's how the world knew her story. Now the book is published, and the British actress Keira Knightley did the audio version. She became the voice of that book. So it's a very simple book written by a kid, day by day, but that simplicity of the everyday life destroyed by the war petrifies you. You know what I was thinking about while reading that book? First of all, I was thinking about my son. He's also 12, and his birthday is almost on the same day, February 13th. And I was thinking, haven't I left Ukraine 5 years ago? Where were we now? I was reading about her life and seeing it through my son's eyes, and it's so scary. I was also thinking about Kharkiv. It's a beautiful city. I visited it 3 or 4 times with my son. It's a former capital of Ukraine, by the way, and it's definitely a city with a special vibe. It has a lot of space, huge central square, beautiful architecture. Some people call it Ukrainian Chicago. You feel that you want just to breathe deeply. You feel that freedom. In Kharkiv, my son and I went to the railway museum, and there was a restaurant where little toy trains bring you food and bring you coffee. It was amazing. It's a good reading for you and for your kids. It also teaches them and teaches us how important it is to document the event we witness. So let me read a little piece. Day 6, our apartment is gone. I had a wonderful dream last night. I dreamt of my school and, most importantly, of a peaceful sky. My friends and I were running around carefree. It felt like the good old days. I wish things weren't the way they are now. I'm so tired of the sound of explosions. I really want to hear the sounds of peacetime again, birds singing and the sound of rain. It was so nice before the war. I want to go back to my old life. The shelling around 6 a.m. this morning was no joke, but it's quiet now, I think. Even so, the grown-ups are lining the windows with scotch tape in case of a blast. There are planes flying around, and the city center, Freedom Square, was just destroyed by a single missile strike. There is a video of the bomb exploding. In it, you can see 2 cars, one of which swerves to the side. Some people jump out of it. 2 more people run away from the impact site. They are saying that bombs also hit the zoo, Держпром, Gorky Park, the university, and the opera house, as well as the Philharmonic. Everything is happening is at such incredible speed. 12 p.m. We have heard some traumatizing news. We got a call from one of our neighbors telling us that our old kitchen has been hit by a missile. This hurts because my childhood was spent there. Attacking my home is the same as attacking a piece of me. I'm starting to feel depressed, but I'm fighting it with food. I feel like my heart has been squashed. There were such memories there. And so on. So this is a diary of a 12-year-old girl from Kharkiv. You don't know what war is. Written by Yeva Skalietska.